What a cool episode of Shikimori. I was just smiling like an idiot. Like, I think the episode kind of started off kind of mild, going into the sports festival episode. I feel like this is like one of those check boxes that every single anime has to check, especially the ones that deal with school, right? The ones like if they're in school, there is sports festival, cultural festival, and kind of like end of year graduation or like the start of the year. These are all kind of like the check boxes that the anime needs to hit. Spring break, summer break, winter break. These are all the things that they need to hit just because that's what school life is really all about. So this episode was the sports festival, and these are always kind of hit or miss, but like the last, I would say only like the first like 5 minutes after the intro, right? Like after the OP, only like the first 3 to 5 minutes were kind of like meh, just kind of sitting here watching, nothing too great. But then once the group began to train, once they started to get ready for the relay race, that's when the smiles, came into play, right? Seeing the not pressure, because pressure is not the word. Seeing the determination that they put through, trying to make this happen, I thought was really really awesome to see. And like I was just smiling from end to end this entire episode, from like the moment where they begin training, or not training. Let's just call it when they begin practicing, to all the way when the actual like the actual sports festival begins. It's really when the relay race started, right? Like I really felt like Izumi losing one of his shoes, kicking off the other shoe, them getting together, Shikimori kicking it into like overdrive. The moment where what's his name? But the moment where the one of the group members was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can run away if she catches me." What's this guy? Inuzuka, whatever Shu. The moment where he's like, "I don't know if she was chasing me, if I could get away," and then they show Shikimori and like her eyes, or she's just like she's in like attack mode. But I loved that. And then he was like, okay, I know what I have to do is like, the Sakuga kicks in and Inuzuka just kicks it into high gear and they win, right? Then you see Hachimitsu's determination the whole entire time with her falling and scraping her leg and, forcing herself up, remembering the determination that Izumi had, because Izumi knows that he's accident prone, and even during practice he was falling and everything, but she saw that like he, even though that he has this huge barrier to get over, he doesn't quit. And she kind of like felt that from him. She felt that energy, right? And thinking about everybody, thinking about Nekozaki, thinking about Inzuka. I'm never going to say this guy's name right, but thinking about Inzuka, thinking about Shikimori, thinking about Izumi, like she was able to push herself into high gear, and she was able to appreciate the friend group that she had. And she was able to, for somebody who's like really unathletic and this is not her cup of tea, they were able to make this event something truly memorable for her. And this is something she's going to remember forever, not only the practice and pushing herself and making something happen and giving it her all, but then her friends coming through and winning for their class. Like it's just such a cool feel good story, I think, that this episode really kind of came together and really gave us, and it was precious and it was awesome to watch. And yeah, I think this episode of Shikimori was really, really good, and I really liked it. And I just was smiling from end to end. Though the whole Inzuka would, I don't know if I could, if I had to run away from her, I don't know if I would make it. I think she would catch me, kind of thing. Like that was just hilarious. Like this episode was just really, really good, and I really enjoyed watching it. And again, like I said, I think any time that you're watching something that brings a stupid smile to your face, I think that's something that just is really worthwhile and really worth mentioning. I love that. I think we have, how many more episodes of Shikimori-san do we have? I think we're on episode number 10. So we have 2 more episodes of Shikimori, and it's just been a really good ride. I think this is a really special anime this season. I think I think that this needs to be really said and really kind of like marketed, or by us, the viewers, like really put on Twitter, like, yo, you need to go watch Shikimori. I think it's really worth watching. It's one of the best like school anime that I've seen in a while. I think this is probably one of the best school anime I've seen. I would put this in like, from not romance but just school, like really really good, really high up there as well. So another really good episode. I'm gonna leave you guys some of those thoughts there. Really short review. Not a lot happened outside of the school festival and friendship and everything. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about this episode focusing more on Hachimitsu. Let me know what you think about Shikimori kind of turning into high gear, Izumi losing his shoe so he kicks off the other shoe. Let me know what you think about this whole entire episode down in the comments below. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here for another week, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Peace.